Sure Stadium. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Looking to throw. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Good. Hey, Ken. Hey, 551, 550, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Here we go. Right.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll try for the 1st with Pacheco. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, just two series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Hey,
They'll run it. Warren. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here comes third down at 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Medic. EQ. Tonight.
Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. That'll go as a pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's right.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right.
Here's Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Angel.
34-yard line.
You got a mini base. What? Delta. Right.
Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, can. Alpha. Extend. That's right.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
575. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Easy.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Right.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run again with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, can. It's all right.
Back to throw. Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here we go, son. Hey, can. Tonight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Across midfield. He's on his way. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards on the ground. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Don't jump. Ready? Punch right. Hey, can. 11. Extend.
Fields now to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 4. Again, here's Pirine. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-round. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. Has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run it with Pirine on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Trying for it with Pirine. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll hand it to Pirine. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll go out near midfield The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a run with Warren. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Eluding the pressure right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A gain of 2.
Easy.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Michael Dana able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. High down these two. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got him. Here comes 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Yellow. 15. Hey, yellow, go. Yellow. Hey, 15. My turn.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Now he's free at the 35. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. And dropping it off underneath. Here's P-Ryan. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's 2nd down. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Back to throw. Fields. That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Chip slant. Sit high.
Now Fields. Flush to his right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Press. Bunch right. Right.
All eyes on Fields. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good. Hey, can. Hey, 551. Mayday. Sit high.
Here's Fields. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Angel.
Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here we go, son. You got a mini Mason. Why not? Delta. Alpha. Extend. Hey, can. Tonight.
Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Punch right. Delta. Go.
To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Ken.
From the 50, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Punch right. Chip slant.
Out of the gun, Fields. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Fields now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
No mas. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the defense, as they'll burn their final one here and let that kicker stay out and think about it a bit more. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that changes everything here in OT.
And now that changes things in a big way, because you're forced to try a long field goal to hopefully get something out of that opening drive in overtime, and it's unsuccessful. And now on the other sideline, maybe you just need a couple of 1st downs, get your own kicker set up with a chance to win this game.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Mahomes will throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Hand off here for P-Ryan. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated